so as to evade payments of tax may offer such information in exchange for consideration regarding the stipulated payments of duty. Another important element in the structure is the Oversight Committee. Its terms of reference will be to ensure that the integrity testing program is applied fairly and consistently, and in particular, to ensure that the program is constantly reviewed, ensure that testing is conducted fairly and objectively, ensure tests recreate realistic scenarios, ensure remedial action is taken when system failure occurs, ensure individual criminal or misconduct failures are appropriately pursued. Members of this committee will be drawn from the senior staff in the organization. The Oversight Committee will periodically sit as an integrity review board to determine which officers have been found to display high levels of integrity, potentially through having repeatedly passed random tests. Once these officers are identified, the Oversight Committee will make appropriate recommendations to the Chief Executive on their potential reliability for assignments in sensitive positions. No financial or tangible rewards should be offered to prevent any suggestion that officers need to be paid to have integrity. In conclusion, it is important to mention that the success of integrity testing program will largely depend on a number of fundamental principles. Firstly, there must be executive commitment and ethical leadership. In the absence of sustained executive commitment to ethical behavior in the public institutions, efforts to encourage such behavior will be in vain. This means that chief executives must not only vigorously support the program, but must also be role models to the members of staff in their institutions. Secondly, there should be in existence an effective legal and administrative framework. This is the teeth of the overall ethics infrastructure. Laws, regulations, appropriately crafted compliance procedures will define the basic standards of behavior for public servants and should be enforced through integrity systems and sanctions applied for non-compliance. Thirdly, there has to be in place effective accountability and control mechanisms to encourage ethical behavior by making unethical actions hard to accomplish and easy to detect. Finally, there must be a form of socialization mechanism. It ought to be noted that the content of the code of conduct, compliance procedures, or even legal provisions remain simply words on paper if it is not adequately communicated and inculcated. Socialization mechanisms should be designed to encourage public servants to learn and adopt ethical norms, standards of conduct, and public values. Similarly, the integrity testing program must adhere and be perceived to adhere to the principles of objectivity. The integrity of the testing process must strictly conform to rules of fairness, impartiality, confidentiality, and the scenarios must be realistic and should take into account individual rights as enshrined in the Constitution. I now call upon you, be it a permanent secretary, accounting officer, or head of a state corporation, to be on the front line in enforcing integrity and preventing corruption by participating and implementing the integrity testing program in your respective institutions without fear or favor. Thank you.